Do what it do, everybody. On today's episode, we're going to be installing the leaf springs from Deaver on the baby Raptor. Let's get to it. So right here we do have my Pro Ego Jack by the hitch. I know it's kind of sketch.
That sounds sketchy.
But there's kind of nowhere else to grab it. And then we're going to take off this wheel. The reason why we have another jack right here is because we got to jack it up to take off the tire, and then we got to let the rear end drop. We're going to do one side at a time, because if you do two sides and you're not on the lift, you have the chance of the differential sliding that way or sliding this way. So if you do one side at a time, it's a little bit better in my opinion, and you got to leave the shock bolted up. The shock's also going to keep everything in line. So just some info if you guys didn't know. This is like the second time I've done this, so I'm not no expert. Do it at your own risk. So yeah, right here guys, we're gonna cut the bolt off because it's either that or drop the gas tank. There we go guys, easy as that. So if you guys are wondering, this bolt and nut is about like 20 bucks from the dealership. So this is definitely an easier method of, other than removing the gas tank, because the gas tank is a pain in the butt. Obviously you have the fuel hole, you have the fuel filter holes, and all these other stuff here. For those of you wondering, here's the part number for that nut and bolt. I don't have it for the actual nut, but here it is guys. I think this was only like 25 bucks. I do get a small discount. So I paid a little bit less than that, but I'm giving a rough estimate. It's about 25-30 bucks for the average Joe that doesn't have an account with Ford. And yeah, it's worth it. It's better than dropping the gas tank guys, because if you gotta drop the gas tank, it's a pain in the ass. You have the filler hose, you got the straps, depending on how much gas you got left in your gas tank, it's super heavy. If you have even anything like half a gas tank, that's a lot of gas, so it's heavy. This is an easier alternative way of doing that without having to, you know, do a whole bunch of extra work. Nomás el menso trabaja doble, como dicen. So in English, that's only dummies work harder. Let's work smarter. And this whole thing is not for everybody, I will say that. We are putting the veers on it because we do plan to do like a bed cage with bypasses and stuff like that in the future. So this is just one step ahead of the above. If you're not gonna go crazy on off-roading, you don't need it. You really don't. This is like probably like, I want to say like $2,000 just for the leaf springs. So just take that in consideration. This is not for everybody. If you're just a mild, chill dude, you probably won't ever need this. But if you're gonna go a little bit crazier than normal, then you might. Gotta have your hands out the way, boys. Alright, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Get out of there. You know I could do that right there. So guys, so you want to make sure you slide forward when you're taking it off. It should come out as one complete unit. These do have a block. It's up to you guys if you guys want to keep it. I think I'm gonna remove it just so I can get more of a little rake look. So I can get rid of the rake look, I should say. But this is a block. You could leave it on or take it off. It's up to you. We're gonna choose to remove it. So this is the stock F-150 one. Obviously it's like 2 leaves, if that. I would consider that a leaf and a half. And then you got this right here. So definitely, and we got the RPG shackles too, the drop shackles. They're definitely needed. But yeah, this is something that, it's a big thing if you want to get serious with the off-road stuff. So with the new bolt, all you do is you put it in backwards. You don't put it in normally. The head would be on that side. We're doing opposite. Okay. Dump that in there all the way. Next thing, we're just gonna put those on, and then everything's still loose fitting, not tight, because we gotta compress the suspension down, and then torque everything down to spec. nomás déjale, nomás le arrimamos ahí poquito. So right here, we put a strap because the rear end did come back a little bit, so that bolt wasn't aligning. So we used it from the frame point over there, just to push it back, just so we could get that bolt in there. Nothing too crazy, but yeah. So here's the final product on one side, guys, with the RPG drop shackle. We opted out not to use the block because it's gonna sit really high if we do. That's the stock side, obviously. Still, I don't want to drag this video on any longer, guys. Just repeat what we did on that side, on the same side. This side is a lot easier. That's why we left it towards the end, because there's no gas tank involved, no cutting a bolt. You could reuse that same bolt if you want. It's not recommended, but you can. Just put some blue or orange Loctite, red if you're never gonna take it off again. But yeah, as you guys can see, watch. It's pretty straightforward. All you need is 2 guys. That's it. One guy could do it, but you're gonna struggle. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I've had these for a while and I just haven't had help, so I finally got my guy to come out here and help me. And yeah, shout out to him. Shout out Valiance. You can come out on YouTube. Yeah. But yeah, this one's coming off. We chose not to run the block on the other side because it's already going to be raked up enough, even with the drop shackle, the RPG one. So if we don't like it, we could always come back and put on the little block if it's too low. But I think it's going to be perfect. What it do, guys, it's about 2 days later after we installed the leaf springs, and I just wanted them to settle a little bit so you guys could see what the final product looked like. I think it's a little higher from the back. It measured out to right about 46.5 inches, 46.5, and that's that we removed this block. This block is about 1.25, 1 inch and a quarter, call it what you want to call it. So I was saying Deavers. Some people say Deavers. To each their own. Deavers. You get what I'm saying. So pretty much, I did jump the truck. I'll try to add the clip in there.
You ever take it off any sweet jumps?
Very nice.
It feels way better. It feels way freaking better. It's more spongy in the back, so you don't get that hard rebound or that hard bounce when you come off of a little jump or a big jump. It feels a little smoother. On road, it almost feels the same. The only thing that I would say is that when you're buying these leaf springs from Deaver, you do lose some towing capacity. So keep that in mind. If you tow a lot of heavy stuff, if you put a lot of stuff on the bed, they make certain leaf springs that are, like for example, these are L84s. They make L84s HD, which is heavy duty. So if you plan to put like recovery gear in the back or 2 spare tires and a full rack, you might want to consider that an option, because it will sag the back down a little bit once you put all that weight down. But other than that, no complaints, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe. Oh yeah, and also I didn't end up using the nut and bolt, because when you buy them from Deaver, they actually supply you. I never opened the box, so I didn't know. They supply you with 2 nuts and bolts for the front. So we went ahead and used their hardware. We didn't use the new hardware. There it is. I still gotta slap the stickers on. They gave me a fresh set of stickers. They didn't put them on. I gotta put them on. But yeah, that's all, folks. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you guys like the video, subscribe it, share it, do all that good stuff. I will start posting a little more content on here, and then that's it. Thank you guys.